someone distinguished, a surgeon maybe, and she would be the terminally ill patient begging for a cure. Through the pantry door she could hear the band, orchestra really, there had to be at least 16 pieces, playing the usual wedding fare. Leo grabbed her hands and pulled her into a little two-step. He sang close to her ear, above the beat, his voice pleasantly lively and rich. "Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will da-da-dum just thinking of you and the way you look tonight." Matilda shook her head and laughed a little, pulled away. His attention was unnerving, but it also made something deep within her thrum, and fending off Leo in the pantry was marginally more interesting than wrapping asparagus with prosciutto in the kitchen, which was what she was supposed to be doing. When she shyly told him she wanted to be a singer, he immediately offered that he had friends at Columbia Records, friends who were always keen to discover new talent. He moved in again, and if she was alarmed when he stumbled a little and seemed to need to keep a palm on the wall to maintain balance, her worry evaporated when he asked if she had a demo, something of hers they could listen to in his car. "Because if I like it," Leo said, taking Matilda's slender fingers in his, "I'd want to get on it right away. Help you get it to the right people." As Leo deftly maneuvered Matilda past the parking valet, she glanced back at the kitchen door. Her cousin Fernando had gotten her this job, and he would be furious if he found out she'd just up and left. But Leo had said, Columbia Records. He'd said, always looking for new talent. When did she ever get opportunities like this? She would only be gone for a little bit, just long enough to make a good impression. "Mariah was discovered by Tommy Mottola when she was a waitress," she said, half joking, half trying to justify her behavior. "Is that right?" Leo hustled her toward his car, scanning the windows of the beach club above the parking lot. It was possible that Victoria could see him from the side terrace where everyone was gathering, and quite probable she'd already noticed his absence and was stalking the grounds looking for him, furious. Matilda stopped at the car door and slipped off her black canvas work shoes. She took a pair of silvery stilettos from a worn plastic shopping bag. "You really don't need to change shoes for this," Leo said, resisting the urge to put his hands around her tiny waist right then and there in plain sight of everyone. "But we're getting a drink, right?" Matilda said. Had Leo said something to her about a drink? A drink was not possible. Everyone in his tiny hometown knew him, his family, his mother, his wife. He finished off his martini and threw the empty glass into the bushes. "If the lady wants a drink, we'll find the lady a drink," Leo said. Matilda stepped into the sandals and gently slid one slender metallic strap over the swell of her left heel, then her right. She straightened, now eye level with Leo. "I hate wearing flats," she said, tugging her fitted white blouse a little lower. "They make me feel flat all over." Leo practically pushed Matilda into the front seat out of sight, safely behind the tinted glass. Sitting in the front seat of the car, Matilda was stunned to hear her tinny, nasal voice coming through the car's obscenely high-quality speakers. She sounded so different on her sister's ancient Dell, so much better. As Leo listened, he tapped his hand against the steering wheel. His wedding ring glinted in the car's interior light. Married was most assuredly against Matilda's rules. She could see Leo struggling to summon an interest in her voice, searching for something flattering to say. "I have better recordings. I must have downloaded the wrong version," Matilda said. She could feel her ears flush with shame. Leo was staring out the window. "I better get back," she said, reaching for the door handle. "Don't," Leo said, placing his hand on her leg. She resisted the impulse to pull away and sat up a little straighter, her mind racing. What did she have to sustain his attention? She hated waitressing, but Fernando was going to kill her for disappearing during dinner service. Leo was bold.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.